You already know who it is, man. It's your boy PoorBoySin. The pole don't stand for Poe. And I'm solely doing this video out there for folks that have problems making this two-way inside-out score build. Still to this day, it's people in my comment section, you know what I'm saying, my streams on Twitter asking me why they got labeled a two-way three-point facilitator or why they got labeled something else. So I'm about to quickly go into this build, show you guys the attributes. If you guys did not know, you make this build from the green and red, you know what I'm saying, pie chart. You don't make it from the green and yellow or any other pies. You make it from the green and red pie chart. You want to go PG position. I went 6'5" and then I went 176 pounds. So you can see it right here. I don't want to hear nobody asking about it in the comment section or why I didn't show it, because I don't want to go all the way back on it to show you guys how to make it from scratch. But actually I can real quick, just real quick I guess. But this was the badges. It got 6 finishing, 14 shooting, 10 playmaking, 21 defensive rebounding. I have my blocks all the way down, and then I have my offensive rebounding a little bit down. But I did go first physical pie chart, and then like I said, red and green pie right here. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pie chart options down to get to this pie chart to make the two-way inside-out score. And like I said, I'll make them from scratch again real quick. I don't know why people have problems getting labeled a two-way inside-out score. If you listen to me on that last video, I pretty much said depending on what your wingspan is, you might get labeled something different. So next time you just making this build, pay a little bit more attention to what you're doing on the wingspan options if you really want to get labeled this two-way inside-out score. Now hopefully I don't think the attributes are 100% exact, but they might be. I usually go compact or define for people that always ask. 6'5". Now on the weight, you don't want to go lowest weight, because as you see, you lose interior defense, and then you don't get nothing back when you lose that interior defense. So if you want that extra vertical, you can keep going down, but you don't need that extra vertical. So you just want to go until you get that acceleration back and then that lateral quickness. So 178 is what I should have went. So 178 is what you want to go. And then on my two-way inside-out score, I'm default wingspan, so my wingspan is 81.6, which isn't good for playing on-ball defense, but I made this build pretty much the ISO. So let's see if I still get called a two-way inside-out score. Yes, get labeled a two-way inside-out score. So hopefully y'all really pay attention to this video this time. Like I said, solely showing you guys how to make that, because so many people that ask me, how do you make the two-way inside-out score? I can't get labeled a two-way inside-out score. You gotta go 81.6 on the wingspan, because now I'm about to show you guys how to make the two-way pass first point build that I made, which is pretty much the same as this build, but it has max arms and it has lockdown takeover. And if you guys paid attention as well on that two-way inside-out score video I did, I told you guys, depending on what your wingspan is, you could get labeled a two-way sharpshooter, you could get labeled a two-way inside-out score, or you get labeled a two-way pass first point. Now you shouldn't be label hunting, you should be paying attention to your attributes and just taking on whatever label you get. So like I just went into my two-way pass first point right here, I'm 86 on the wingspan, and as you guys can pay attention to the attributes, it's pretty much the same attributes as my two-way inside-out score. So if I drop the wingspan down to 81.6, how it is on my two-way inside-out score, it's the same build. Now if I go through, I should get labeled a two-way inside-out score, or I get labeled a two-way three-point facilitator. So it is probably something in the attributes that you guys were doing to get labeled that two-way three-point facilitator. Now, I don't want to keep that label, that two-way three-point facilitator label. Let's see what we get labeled as Going 1 under max here real quick. Still 2-way pass first point, because I do want to know what attribute it is, why you guys are getting labeled that 2-way 3-point facilitator at that default wingspan. I'll figure it out and I will let you guys know in the comment section, because I wanted to solely do this video to talk about this 2-way pass first point build that I made. Solely I made it to play Pro-Am, so I potentially might have some Pro-Am footage in the future playing with this build once I max him out. But like I just said, this build is pretty much the same build as my 2-way inside out score, but it's a primary lock, still a secondary ball handler. Now a lot of people was telling me I made my 2-way slash and playmaker wrong when I did it on my top 5 builds after patch 10 video, and it's not that I didn't make them wrong. If you paid attention to what I was saying, I made the 2-way slash and playmaker to make him a primary lock secondary ball handler, not a primary ball handler secondary lock, which means you care about your playmaking attributes more than your defensive attributes. And so that's pretty much what this build is, as well as my 2-way inside out score. But in my inside out score, I went playmaking takeover as score, of course. Now when you get to 99 overall on this build, you do get 89 perimeter defense and lateral quickness, which is the highest lateral and perimeter you can get on a defender build that's not a 2-way finisher. So I think this build and the perimeter lock build, I think perimeter locks can get 89 lateral and perimeter at 99. I'm not sure, I haven't made a perimeter lock, but the only defensive builds I believe can get over 90 perimeter and lateral quickness is a 2-way finisher, you feel me? I don't think any lock sharp build can get over 90 perimeter and lateral going at 6'5" though. I'm pretty sure if you go down to 6'3", 6'4", you might get a little bit more perimeter lateral back. But so this is the newest build that I'm grinding out currently right now. Like I said, it's pretty much the same build as my 2-way inside out score. So let me know down in the comment section, anybody already has this build, anybody been grinding this build out, or if anybody plans on making this build after watching this video. Now it definitely is a real good build, you feel me? I think I like playing on it more than my 2-way inside out score, solely because it has long arms. I like long arms on this game. Like I like max wingspan. I don't like short arms at all. So if you do make this build though, I'm about to go through and show you guys what badge to put on, because I don't think I did that in my 2-way inside out score video. I don't think I showed you guys what badges to put on without having legend badge points. So we gonna go Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender, and then we'll probably go, depending on if you got high zones or not, I definitely will put it on high zone hunter. But depending on if you got high zones or not, or depending on if you need Hall of Fame quick draw, I will go gold quick draw, and I will go like this. I'll go gold quick draw, and I will go like that. Or you can go, you know what I'm saying, boom, like that, if you don't really mess with high zone hunter. But if you got high spots and you spot up and you got a high zone in your spot up spot, definitely would rather have on high zone hunter, you feel me? Now playmaking badges, depending on if you're a support player or not, you could tell if you're playing threes, of course, because you're most likely going to be playing threes on this build. You can tell the PG you're playing with takeoff floor general, and you can put it on yourself. And then as well as depending on if you plan on handling the rock or not, which you probably shouldn't be too much worried about handling the rock just on secondary. But if you are, you know what I'm saying, you can have on the handles for days, and then have on the quick first step, and then you could go bronze unpluckable or something like that. So to each his own, but this is a pretty good setup, you know what I'm saying? This is a support build, real good support build. And then defensive badges, definitely a go clamps, intimidator, even though pick dodger doesn't work, Hall of Fame and silver pick dodger. So between silver pick dodger, gold pick dodger, and Hall of Fame pick dodger, they're all gonna pretty much give you the same animation. So you can go silver pick dodger, Hall of Fame tireless defender. The pogo stick on the threes is like playing on ball defense. It depends. Like if you're playing against an ISO player, hell yeah. Like if you're playing against an ISO player, hell yeah, put on that pogo stick on the threes. But on the threes, I really don't feel like you need pogo stick, because somebody's definitely gonna drop down and help you down low in the paint. Depending on, it's situational, depending on who you're playing against and whatnot. So me, I probably wouldn't have it on. I'd probably go chase down. You only need chase down on bronze. You know what I'm saying? I have rim protector on bronze. Now, depending on if the center you guys are playing with has on defensive leader or not, you can throw it on. Me playing on ball defense, I like to have as many badges as possible. So even though pickpocket doesn't work, sometimes I throw it on. And then if you're a lightning reflexes player, you could throw that on and then go silver pickpocket. Or go no lightning reflexes, Hall of Fame pickpocket, and you could go silver pogo. Or, you know what I'm saying, go bronze interceptor, you know what I'm saying, silver pogo, no rim protector. So to each his own when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the little remainders. But I definitely will have on clamps as an on-ball defender, intimidator, and tireless defender. And then pick dodger, like I said, you could test out silver, gold, and Hall of Fame. I feel like they all give you the same animations. Now finisher badges, as a spot up, definitely I have on that Lob City finisher for sure. And then I'll probably just go boom, boom, boom. To be totally honest, that's how I would go with my 6 finishing badges as a spot up. Or you could take that off, go boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Or go boom. To each his own. I really feel like finishing badges to each his own. Anybody could finish in the paint. But definitely I have on that Lob City finisher coming out the corner. And I hope you guys appreciate the video. Hope you guys appreciate the content. I hope you guys don't have any more troubles making this two-way inside out score build. I'll go back to the attributes one more time, just so you guys don't have to skim back through the video. You could just screenshot it right here. But these are the exact attributes you want to go for if you want to get labeled a two-way inside out score, and you want to go default wingspan. Because like I said, if you go max wingspan, you'll get labeled a two-way pass first point. Oh, you get labeled a facilitating finisher. I think it's one off max. So you get labeled a facilitating finisher going max wingspan with those attributes. Oh, you still get labeled a facilitated finisher. Well, that's my bad. It's the attributes. It's something in the attributes. When I was first making this build, if you guys go back to the two-way inside out score video I did, when I go max wingspan, when I did the video, it gave me the two-way pass first point label. So we're gonna keep it default. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the content. Y'all be easy, stay blessed whenever you watch this, and I'm gonna catch up with y'all on the next one.